Okay, now let's take a look at creating entities, arrivals, processing, and locations in ProModel. Okay, so once ProModel is open, we can go to locations. Okay, now I have all of these default icons. Okay, and as I did in the previous video, so I'm going to select not the default but the bank icons. Okay. All right. So we have the bank icons here, and we're going to now look at these four objects. Okay. So click on location. Now we're going to create the model here in the layout area. Okay. Now once you click a location, you can type in the name and all the rest of it yourself, but it's a good idea to use these objects to build the components. Okay, so this little check mark here means if you drag and drop an icon from here, a new record will be created. Okay, so for example, so if you select any icon, okay, and then you click here in the layout, a new record will be created with the default name associated with the icon placed here. Okay, so like that. So the icon shape is here, and the default name, and then the capacity and the units, they are automatically set to 1. And the rules, the stat is time series because you want whether it is occupied or unoccupied. Those is for the purpose of utilization. So it's going to be based on time series. So how long, how many minutes was it occupied, and how many minutes it was not occupied. So statistics is collected on that basis, and that's the reason why this is called time series. And you can change it, I think, to discrete stat, but here the location is only time series. And the default rule is the oldest, meaning if there are entities waiting to get into the location, the one that is waited the longest is the one that will come in first. So first in, first out for the queue. Okay. Now you can resize the icon. Okay, so like that. And the actual icon that's showing up has no relevance to the model. The only thing that matters are the parameters of the icon. So the reason why you want the icon to have a shape or a picture that is kind of represents the name or what it is for readability. Okay, so that's all. Uh, you can put a box, and this could be a teller for all you for ProModel. It doesn't matter. So you can change the name. Okay, so suppose if I want to say entrance, for example. So if this is entrance, I can go and put the name entrance. Okay, and of course the icon will still be box, but as I said, that doesn't matter. Okay, capacity is how many entities can be there at that location. So if you think that it is a waiting line and you don't want to restrict it to any specific limitation, then you can type INF for infinity. Or if you want number of units, you can have 1 unit or 2 units or 3, however many units you want. You can enter that value here. Okay. And if you want to change the icon for some reason, okay, then you uncheck the new and then click that. That will, okay, so you will have that there and you can get rid of that. Okay. So you have to uncheck. Otherwise, if you don't uncheck, then a new record will get created. Okay. And again, you can put the name right below the icon and you do that with text. And once again, if you want to add a name to this icon, you have to have this little thing unchecked. Then you click that and then click here, and then that name will automatically appear here. And I think you can double click that and you can change the frame and the color, and let's see whether you can change the font and the size of the font. So all of that can be done. So what else do we need for location? Okay, so that's how you'll create a location. You can have as many locations as you want.